It was one of those Saturday mornings that seemed like a guarantee. The sun was warm in the late May way, streaming down like an affectionate hug, the jasmine perfume wafting on the air, and birds singing their happy harmonies as if it were nature that had planned the ideal suburban day. I, Marcus Thompson, had one aim: scrub the oil-stained driveway of our new house on Clover Lane in Willow Grove Estates. Just me, an electric power washer, and a quest to get the concrete to a place it was presentable. My wife Lena was inside, probably binge listening to her current true crime fix while I deployed the washer. The house, a stately colonial with 2 stories, was a dream home, but the driveway resembled it had been through a motor oil apocalypse. I was in my groove spraying off decades of dirt when I got that familiar tingling. Someone was observing me. Turning around, I caught sight of her. Vivian Caldwell, our neighbors to the left, wearing a navy blue blazer, matching slacks, open-toed sandals, and fiery red-polished toenails that glinted like a warning sign. In her 60s, she stood stiffly on her immaculately manicured lawn that seemed straight out of a gardening magazine. Her voice cut through the buzzing washer like a guillotine. "Excuse me," she snapped. I turned off the machine. "Good morning, Vivian. Just tidying up the joint a little." "Tidying up?" she spat. "It's 9:30 in the morning. Some of us enjoy peace and quiet." I reminded her that the local ordinance permitted noise past 7 a.m. She was not buying it. "That thing," she snapped, waving her hand as if the washer was a bomb, "is poisonous and disruptive. You people come in and think the rules don't count." "You people?" That stung like a slap. As a black man living in a primarily white neighborhood, I knew precisely what she was saying, but I kept my cool. "Vivian, I'm just washing my driveway. No chemicals, water. Show me the rule I'm violating." Her eyes narrowed. "It's about decency, which you clearly lack." She threatened to call the police. I shrugged and continued working. Wrong move. Moments later, she was on the phone with 911, claiming I was threatening her. 15 minutes later, officers Carter and Reyes arrived. Carter was young and polite. Reyes looked like he'd refereed one too many lawnmower disputes. Vivian erupted into a histrionic performance, grasping her chest, pretending to weep, grumbling about aggression and danger. Reyes asked me quietly what I was doing. "Just power washing," I said. "No chemicals. It's within noise ordinance hours." Reyes took a look at the washer, checked out my story, and told Vivian that nothing illegal was taking place. She blew her top. "My taxes pay your salary. You're supposed to keep citizens like me safe from riffraff." That term, riffraff, collected in the air like a stinky egg. Reyes tightened his jaw. "Miss Caldwell, go inside. If there's a real threat, call us." She stormed away, threatening retaliation. Lena emerged, concerned after witnessing the squad car. I explained everything to her. She shook her head. That HOA rulebook she left us wasn't a welcome. It was a warning. But I wasn't prepared for what followed. Monday morning, I was working from home halfway through a Zoom call when a vicious chunk shook the house. I jumped up to the window and couldn't believe my eyes. Vivian Caldwell, safety goggles, dust mask, gloves, and a full-size jackhammer clutched in her hand. She was destroying my newly cleaned driveway. I ran outside, stunned. "Vivian, what the hell are you doing?" She didn't bat an eye. "Fixing a safety hazard," she said coolly. "Your runoff weakened the concrete." Officers Reyes and Ortiz arrived. They were speechless. Vivian claimed she was enhancing the driveway. Ortiz examined the jackhammer. "You rented this downtown?" "Yes," she said with a wave like she was discussing brunch. "Ms. Caldwell," Reyes said sharply, "this is vandalism. You're under arrest for malicious destruction of property." She protested, clutched invisible pearls. Ortiz handcuffed her. Lena pulled up just in time to witness Vivian being led away in the cruiser. "She's crazy," she whispered. The driveway required complete slab replacement. Our contractor, Joe of Elite Paving, shook his head. "A grandma with a jackhammer? Man, that's the stuff of legend." But Joe inspired me. Rather than simply repairing the damage, why not upgrade? I went large, stamped concrete, larger dimensions, fashionable curves. But the war was only beginning. We hired a lawyer, Carlin Gwynn, grizzled, brilliant, and as outraged as we were. She petitioned for a restraining order and civil damages. She also recommended that we check Vivian's HOA record. We found a gem trove, minor grievances about children on skateboards, mailbox hues, barking dogs, and her own infractions, such as spraying illegal herbicides on the flowers of a neighboring property. We put up security cameras. Neighbors stepped forward with tales of horror. An old-timer, Mr. Larson, slipped me a survey from years past. It turned out that part of Vivian's precious alias flower bed fell on my land. Lena pored over the HOA bylaws. Vivian's chain-link fence? Absolutely forbidden. We put it all together. The vandalism, the poisonous plant death, the HOA infractions. Vivian, out on bail, was beset. Fines, legal intimidation, and now a restraining order where she has to stay 100 feet away from us. I hired a bonded surveyor. He verified it. Her flower bed encroached onto my property. Then phase 2 ensued. With legal lines marked, I had Prestige Landscapes put up a 2-foot decorative stone wall straight through Vivian's alias. We replanted them on my side. She stood watching, seething but mute. Restraining order regulations. Then my marigolds started dying. Camera evidence proved it. Vivian, 2:30 a.m., hooded and spraying something along the wall. We collected soil samples, proved contamination. Police caught her again. Her lawyer freaked. An offer was made. Forget future bills, and she'd sell her home and move away from Willow Grove. Done. In 90 days, a for sale sign appeared. Then, sale pending. A moving van turned up one morning. Vivian, pale and defeated, departed in a cab. Her last glare? Vacant. The Patels took over. Warm, friendly, with children and a Labrador named Moose. One Saturday, Raj power washed his driveway. Too loud, he joked. I smiled. Not at all. Power wash away, my friend. The spotless driveway, the classy stone wall, the community uniting for justice. In the end, Vivian's hate constructed the very wall that kept her out and united us all. If you think standing up to bullying, particularly in your own neighborhood, is something to stand behind, don't just scroll. Like this video to express support. Comment below if you've ever dealt with a nightmare neighbor or HOA drama. We read everyone. Subscribe for more real-life justice stories where the good guys win. Share this with a friend who needs a reminder. Sometimes the cleanest driveways make the loudest statements.